Hey YC, I'm Katie Evanko-Douglas, founder and CEO of AmeliorMate. We're a software company making 21st century tools for social and behavioral scientists wishing to do 21st century research, because we believe that humans matter most. But what would a world look like where humans matter most? To me, it would be a world where we have the capability and the knowledge we need to solve social problems, such as defining and extending basic human rights to every member of our species, keeping Russia out of our elections, and actually giving good governance to every human, and eliminating discrimination of all kinds. Why can't we do that now? It seems such like a far off goal. And I think that's ridiculous because we can do these amazing technical things. Okay, first I want to say that I am in no way against Mars colonization. I actually plan to go myself someday because I think it's really cool. It's like every social scientist's dream to start a civilization completely from scratch. But how is it that we're able to do amazing things like go to Mars in the future and set up a self-sustaining colony, or switch to renewable energy, or like modern medicine is getting crazy with all like the biotech startups, which is awesome. And yet we can't even keep Russia out of our elections. What gives? What is the problem? And I think the problem is that social and behavioral scientists don't have the tools they need, and they're not taken seriously. It kind of pisses me off, actually, whenever I hear people say, like, we need more female scientists. Like, we probably need more scientists generally, but actually half of scientists are female. We're just stuck in the pink ghetto of social and behavioral, not being taken seriously, and not being given 21st century tools. Like, society can't keep up with these crazy technological advances. But how can you expect it to when we have all this crazy tech in STEM and all this like focus and money going into that, but then not the social scientists would teach us how humans are responding to all of this tech and what we need to do to make sure that like the future is a good outcome for humans. Yeah, STEM is important, technology is important, but humans matter most. And like nobody seems to care, and it just blows my mind. Even like we don't even know the rules of the game when it comes to like our social universe. Like if we want to like launch something into space, like we have physics and like we can calculate, I don't know, all of the things. Like we can't do that for if we're going to test out like a new policy, or like the government is going to try to pass something. We can't really predict how things are going to work because we don't know the rules of the game, but they're out there. Even like if there's like vaccines or something, we have like evolution and we understand like DNA sequencing and stuff. Like we basically understand the rules of the game there. In the social world, there are rules. Like if you look at the work at Sandy Pentland at MIT, humans actually, like, you can measure the health of a human community through exploration and engagement like you can like an ant or a bee community. We're really not much different than that. Like there are just fundamental things that humans do that are so predictable, and they can be used to craft policy, to measure the effects of policy. Right now it's like we pass something and it's basically like a policy is like a hypothesis. Yeah, and everyone just gets like so worked up. And it's like, well, we just have to pass it and like test it out. And nothing is perfect. So I think we should decide like the outcomes that we want and then use social and behavioral sciences to like produce that outcome in a measurable way. I don't know. I feel like nothing makes sense right now. Like I don't understand why this is not obvious to everybody. Yeah. That's the main thing. We need social physics. We need to be able to govern ourselves better as a species. We need to be able to distribute resources better. Like right now, when we talk about Mars, it's like, what kind of government are we going to have? Well, something like more democratic than what we have on Earth. But like, that answer should be easy. We should have like clear answers to what type of governance humans are entitled to. Like what level, what basic things like meet basic human rights. Yeah, it's just crazy. I feel like someone should have done this so long ago, and I don't understand why nobody will, so I'm going to.